Hello all, I'm playing Bloodborne again. This game I really like. I really like this game. I've already beaten it the first time, or the thing is, this is the first game I've ever played where I quote unquote beat it, but I really don't feel like I beat it, you know? So I'm playing it again, and I'm just mostly trying to level up because I guess the second run through is going to be harder because these Yarnum bolts are more difficult to report, and I need to stop treating them like they're easy. Oh, no. I'm stupid. Okay. Thing is, y'all, I forgot how to play, like, carefully, and play as if I'm, like, playing for the first time.
Are you that outsider? Well, sorry, but I don't want anything to do with you. Trot along, will ya?
And also, there are, like, characters in this game that we haven't met. And also, in the last run, I didn't get to refer anyone, like, I couldn't find anyone to refer to Yasefka or to Odeon Chapel. So, I just want to play this again a different way and see how that votes for me. It's crazy how you can play this game a different way though, and it comes out with a different conclusion. But back to what I was saying before. Last month was crazy. I don't remember when my spiral started. I think it was like the second week of the month. I think it was as soon as that, because I spiraled into a depression. And it was over different things, like financial issues and not feeling like I was responsible, ADHD things. And I even posted a video about me spiraling. And I had a spiral, had to take a day off, things like that. Crazy just things happening of that nature. I need to be careful. And I forgot to clock out too, but I can't stop right now. I just remembered that crap. But yeah, like, and I keep going on and on about it because it sucked so bad. The depression I went through, it was so bad. And I had I was supposed to, funny story, something that I haven't supposed to be ADHD, and some people might be like, well, this is everyone. Like, no, like, this is like a long-running thing with me. I don't think this is everyone. Some things I'll say, oh, I think it might be everyone, but I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, but like, I read things wrong because my brain doesn't want to take the time to absorb the information carefully. And it can be something that I'm looking at more than one time, more than two times, more, like 3 times. I'll see the same thing. I swear, and I think my brain just saw what it wanted to see. I swear, I could swear that my appointment was at 3 p.m. I swore I saw 3 p.m. And the lady, when I went up there, she said, oh, your appointment was at 1. And I'm like, but when they sent me the text notification, it said 3. She's like, well, it says 1 though. And I looked, and it did say 1. I was like, you're right, it says 1. And the way that I did it, I was like, I kind of, whenever I'm wrong about something, I expect to be wrong about a lot of things. So I was not surprised when it said 1. I was like, you're right, it does say 1. You're right, it says 1. Like that. And I was like, well, and the thing is, whenever I make mistakes like this, I don't get like super upset or up and off. Like, okay, I don't anymore, and I think it's because I'm taking that mood stabilizer. But but if it's a big mistake because of my faulty reading, I do. Not gonna lie, I do. Like, it's a big enough mistake. Oh my gosh, got me stuck here. I actually got them back, wow. You know what I'm gonna do as well, since we're talking about playing the game differently? I'm just gonna do everything different from the way I did it before. I'm not gonna do anything the same. That's what I'm gonna do to keep things spiced up. So, I'll show you, but what was I saying? What was I saying before? Yeah, but I just read it wrong, and I was like, well, and she's like, you want to reschedule? I'm like, yes, and just I was like, yep, just want to reschedule. And I was like, can I still do my drug screening today? Like that kind of thing. And okay. Hello, friend. Hello. She is here.
Hello, good hunter. I am a doll, here in this
My
dream to look
sentiment
after
exactly.
you. Honorable hunter, pursue the echoes of blood, and I will channel them into your strength. You will hunt beasts,
I've been
twinkle
through this whole thing before. Channel
very well.
them.
Let the echoes become your strength. Let
Alright. Instead of upping, before I was really big on upping vitality, endurance, and strength, but I'm gonna up arcane. And I'm gonna keep upping that. That's my plan.
farewell, good hunter.
To up arcane and skill. Elementary. But what was I talking about? Yeah, I read it wrong. That's what I was talking about. But I was kind of glad because this week, so I don't know if it was just a new month coming or like feeling refreshed by work, or because I talked about how like work is kind of like a escape from my brain. It can be that way for me sometimes. And I think God is good to let that happen sometimes because I just wanted anything to help me escape my depression. So I wasn't upset when, like, there are some things that are like coming back. I don't know how to explain that, but like, which I encourage everyone to understand your mind and your own personal triggers because, ooh, is there a door I can knock here?
Oh, you must be a hunter. And not one from around here either. I'm Gilbert, a fellow outsider. You must have had a fine time of it. Yarnum has a special way of treating guests. Well, I don't think I could stand if I wanted to, but I'm willing to help if there's anything that can be done.
Gilbert. I've
This
heard of
time
you,
is
Gilbert.
cursed. Whatever your reasons might be, you should plan a swift exit.
Meh.
Whatever can be gained from this place, it will do more harm than good. Pale blood, you say? Never heard of it. But if it's blood you're interested in, you should try the Healing Church. The church controls all knowledge on blood ministration and all varieties of blood. Across the valley to the east of Yarnum lies the town of the Healing Church, known as the Cathedral Ward. And deep within Cathedral Ward is the old Grand Cathedral, the birthplace of the Healing Church's special blood, or so they say. Yarnamites don't share much with outsiders. Normally, they wouldn't let you near the place, but the hunt is on tonight. This might be your chance. Across the valley to the east of Yap, deep within, lies the old main cathedral. I haven't heard. That's your best bet. Across the deep.
Okay, that's it for that. So this guy, I never talked to him before. I don't think I even remember him being here, if I'm gonna be completely honest, but my memory is so bad, I don't know. That just looks so... Sorry, I'm just like trying to remember. I don't know. I don't know. I did not expect that we would get a new friend, though. New friend alert? Gilbert, and he's helpful. I have heard of this Gilbert, though. Hello, all. Okay, so I'm gonna collect some more blood echoes and keep leveling up my arcane, but keep talking while I do that. So, what was I saying? I don't remember. Oh yeah, so for me some old stuff is coming back, like, I know I talked about like I feel like when you have ADHD, you always kind of have a dopamine anchor. I don't know if that's everyone, but our emotional regulation and our dopamine is not distributed in our frontal lobe like it should be. So that's what makes ADHD. And that's why I have the impulsive kind. And my impulsivities is that I like what feels good. But my dopamine, I don't know how, but like, you know, I was always good at school and things. My dopamine... Wait, I think I knocked on this one already.
Are you that out? Well, sorry, but trot along.
Okay, I did. I need to keep looking out for doors so I can talk to people. Is there another one? Not another one?
Lads, you've come on. You'd open a door on a night of a hunt.
Okay, I remember him.
Now.
Away with you now. But yeah, mine's has to do with when I was in school. My dopamine came from school and doing good in school. I'd like get emotional hits off of making a good grade on something. When I was in college, I actually really liked to learn, so I love scholarly stuff in academia, but that's separate from like good grades and things, in my opinion. I didn't always like learning for the sake of learning. It was just, you know, I only like doing things that I'm made to do regarding learning, I think. I know that sounds weird, but when I became an adult and got my first case management job, I was like, oh, I really like this. I really like the fact that, you know, the perceived control I have, because you kind of have to be organized, but I'm more pressured to be organized. So when I'm working and I'm like stepping away from life, it feels like I'm stepping into this world that's more controlled and organized, or where I have to be more controlled and organized. And so people might go like, well, how can that cause any kind of depression or any kind of sad feelings or anything like that? Well, let me explain it to you. Let me explain it to you. Oh no, please don't die. Let me take you for a journey. So, it's kind of like when someone doesn't get something they want, like frustration. The definition of frustration is like, it's like you're getting blocked from something that a destination that you want to reach, something like that. But I'd get this kind of this unreasonable frustration where it would make me mean when I was like in high school, but it means as well that, and I've always been this way, that I can't separate work from outside life. I keep wanting to say real life. Like, work and outside life are the same thing. Like, to me, like, I just settled on, like, okay, I'm just gonna become a workaholic because I get most of my dopamine from this. Like, I didn't have any outside hobbies or anything. Not really, besides reading. I don't count that as an outside hobby. I didn't like doing anything for the sake of what it was, or anything constructive unless it had some kind of utility to it. And so, how it can become kind of frustrating is it added to my depression. If I wasn't doing as well at work as I thought I should be, it would add to my depression. And my depression got more irate here when it came to work, and that's when I really believe, like, working here really showed me I had a problem because, so the way that it works is, I have like 140 clients. We have stats that we meet, but it's based off of client engagement and monthly contacts. We work with mentally ill people. Sometimes people, and also sometimes people birth and things. Sometimes people, the thing is, like, it's so uncontrollable. Like, their phones might be messed up. They might have lost their phone, got it stolen. I've heard so many stories because we work with people who get in those situations. They can't pay their phone bill, but still we're expected to reach stats. So let's say I have a day where, you know, they're like, okay, we really want y'all to get 10 people on the phone a day. Okay, all right. You think that would be easy, but what if, and I've had this happen, like, what if no one answers the phone that day? Like, literally, I just call it, well, I guess it's just a bad call day. I've had days where everyone is answering the freaking phone, where I've gotten like 20 contacts in a day. I've had days where no one is answering the phone, and I've gotten like 20 no contacts in a day. And for me, if I was getting like not the amount of contacts at a certain time that I wanted, it would affect me so emotionally. I just would feel ill and have so much, and I was like, well, it's the job, it's not me. And then when I started taking my medications, my mood stabilizer, I realized it was me. I let stuff affect me too much. Like, ooh, I let stuff get to me more than it should have. And that's what these medications do. They help me have a job outside of work. Now, when I say some things are coming back, I feel like that sense is coming back where, like, I'm valuing work more than I should, and trying to use it to, like, make me feel better about myself. Like, I used to use it as my self-worth. Like, it really used to make me feel lousy if I wasn't doing good. And so that's, one way. And so that's kind of coming back a little bit. So I wanted my appointment so I could talk to my doctor about it. But my moods are so weird and erratic sometimes. Not where I don't have extreme highs and extreme lows, but like, y'all, I was in a full depression last week and the week before, and now this week my moods are like more elevated. So if I had my appointment today, I would have told my doctor, hey, the medications are working, like they're doing fine, which they are, but one of them is a little weaker, and I need to tell him, like, hey, I don't think this medication is working as well as it should, and now I get to wait and just test it out and see and have more time. So yeah, I'm not upset about not getting that appointment like I should, like, I expect it, but so it's okay. I just wanted to tell that story. I like to, like, update on how I'm doing mentally, like, if anyone's new here, like, kind of use this as like a diary of sorts for my mind, and to encourage other people as well, because it was frustrating last week. It's frustrating thinking you're having medication issues And I didn't want to tell the story, like, please take your medications the way that your doctor prescribed them to you. If you don't feel like they're working, wait until your appointment. And I say that because I know I mentioned in the other video I'm having like a family crisis. That's what it has to do with, like, someone, a family member, and I'll divulge it, but okay. You can, I don't know exactly how this works, and I'm not professional on this, but, and I've had clients tell me things like this before, but you can put yourself in a manic episode. Like, you can you know, do the, I remember I saw someone said, oh, stimulants put me in a manic episode. And I was like, okay, I'm really glad they don't do that to me. But apparently it can work that way. Like, things can set your mind to where you can be put in a manic episode. I did not know that that was possible. And I'll be honest, I don't know. I'm just talking. I really don't know, but I don't think anything can make me happy enough to be in a manic episode, but I have a family member who, so he struggles with schizophrenia, and he did something dumb, and he stopped taking one of his medications because it was making him feel flat, and he doubled up on one of his other medications that are, I guess, it's supposed to make you feel less depressed. Yeah, I think that's what that medication does. And I think he was doing that to push himself out of that flat mood. But then he went into a manic episode, and I believe that that's what did it. I think that medication is super powerful. I have to look it up too. And it just can do that. I didn't know, because I take kind of a light SSRI that really doesn't do much. It's like kind of on the safer end, I think, depending on who you are. But like, I didn't know, even as like being in mental health, I didn't know until like kind of recent that, you know, some depression medications were so powerful or were super effective. And if I would have known that, I would have taken depression medicine earlier. And I you know, almost thought about switching medicine because of that. Like, you know, you've heard of medicines like Wellbutrin, sertraline, things like that. Like, I think that we're kind of in a time where people are more open with their medications and talking about them, and I think it's making people, for one thing, I have this theory, and when I have a theory, it's just a theory, and I'm just talking. And also, just to let people know, again, this is just random conversation, so if, you know, people are annoyed by it, I'm sorry, but it's just random conversation while I'm leveling up to entertain myself and anyone listening. But I kind of have this theory that we as a society.
Very well.
Okay. I think we're over medicated. And medications are good and they're helpful, but I think too many people are turning to medications so they don't have to feel things. And I think like the word is getting out that like, oh, you take this medication, you don't have to feel pain. And there is medicine like that. Like, I remember the first time, and I'll say the name of this medicine. I tried to be careful about the names of medicines because I really don't want to influence anyone into thinking, you know, this medicine's okay, this medicine's okay, like, oh, this medicine does this, I need to take it. But I almost took this medicine because of a friend who, she has generalized anxiety disorder, and we were friends some years ago when we started working, or when I was working at my first case management job. And some background story, she had a supervisor who, like, we had different supervisors because we had different teams. Her supervisor was insane, and I know the supervisor, she was off the chain, like, doing some crazy stuff. And, you know, she would text me about it, and I would go like, that's insane. I would not be able to get through that. And then she started taking Lexapro. She told me, I don't know if she still was taking Lexapro after a while, but she was like, yeah, I've been taking that Lexapro. Um, and she was talking about her supervisor. Let me give her a name. Let's say her name is Daisy. Or, no, let's say her name is, I don't like the name Daisy. Monica. Let's say her name is Monica. Miss Monica. And she said, oh, Miss Monica could call me an idiot right in front of my face. I wouldn't feel a thing. And I'm like, what? I remember I was so confused. And I was like, that medication makes you feel that way? She's like, yep, I wouldn't feel a thing. Like, it makes me so out of it. And I was like, medication can make you just not feel. And, you know, I remember I was wanting to be on Lexapro because I was like, I don't want to feel. And then, you know, suddenly a couple years later, I'm on TikTok and things, and people are just talking about that. Like, it's like the word is getting out, like, oh, I used to be this way, but now I'm taking this, and I don't feel anymore. Like, I don't get bothered by things. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I love my medication. I do, because the way I was before, everything would freaking bother me. Everything. If I thought someone said something in a certain way, I would spiral, and I would take so much time off. Or be like, okay, I'm not okay, I have to take a day off, or like, I have to take the rest of the day off, I'm not okay. Like, it was like that, like, more than once, and I did not see that as irregular. This medicine makes me so stable mentally, and I just have to keep hyping it up. I know I keep talking about it, but it makes me so stable mentally that I'm just like, what is Waldo's? Anyway, I got a text message. Like, so grateful for it. Like, I don't know how I lived life before taking this medicine. I told my doctor that it made me realize things about myself, and I'm very glad for it, because I did not know that the way that I thought before was a problem, and it made me realize, like, okay, this medicine, no, this way of thinking, this is why I was the way I was. Like, almost every day, I would have an ill attitude, head in my hands, in the car, you know, at work, you know, about to go do, like, just so exasperated. And now it's just different now, and I'm so glad about that. Did I knock on that door yet? There are so many doors I never know if I knocked on the door yet. Yeah, or I probably did. Oh yeah, I did. I just don't want to miss one again. Oh, that device. I was like, where's the device at? I think I'm gonna level up one more time and then go exploring some more. But What was I saying? Oh no. I'm tired. I forgot to clock out. And I was just talking about how like people are glamorizing it, but here I am glamorizing it. But I know me, and the thing is, we all know ourselves, right? I know me. I know I've been so. I have just been in so many situations, just in college and high school, where the thing is, my emotions are so erratic that anything can make me ill or anything can make me feel any kind of way, ruin my whole day, send me into a depression. My mood, like, I'm just so moody. I'm just so badly moody that, like, it was unbearable. So, like, when I started taking this medicine, I was just thanking the Lord. I'm like, thank you, Lord, that I got introduced to this medicine, because the thing is, I'm glad I'm that way. I'm glad that I am this way, because I can connect to people who don't know how to, like, I can let them know, like, hey, like, there is actually something out there for you. Like, medication can help. And that's the good thing. And I like the fact that I've taken medication and I'm like one of those who haven't changed from it for the better, and can like tell people like, hey, this medication really helped me. Like, it really changed my life. Like, medication can seem kind of scary and you have to take it at your own risk, but that's why I say, like, I was at that point, and you do have to get to that point where you're just like, this is me, this is my opinion, but I really believe people need to get to the point where they're like, I can't live this way. I can't live this way. I don't know how to manage my emotions. I don't know how to do this. Therapy's not helping. Or even if therapy is helping, it's not. There's something else that's not right. And then that's the point where people need to get to before they, take medications. They need to get to that point then be like, okay, all right, like, I want to try this. I want something new and different to happen. And yeah, and then be on medications. I feel like this is a medication education video. Like, I don't know. I've just seen so many people who are scared of medications. Like, clients who I'm like, I know they need to be on medications, but they're like, no, I don't want to take medications, and then they still have like the same issues where, like, you're telling me you're not eating, you're not sleeping. There's medication for eating and sleep, like, to help you have an appetite and help you sleep. And listen, I'm not saying medications are forever, and I'm not saying people have to be on medications forever. I know for me though, and I was talking to a friend about this, I've been kind of back and forth on this about medications. I've kind of been like, oh, well, maybe I think I'd want to get off medications. I think it's okay if you are never off of them. I don't, want to go any higher dosages on, like, too much higher on my medication dosage. And um, I remember my doctor was trying to get me off of one of my medications, and I was kind of for it, but I was kind of scared. I was just kind of scared, and I'll let him know. I'll ask him what he thinks, and I think I want to try again, because he wanted to wean me off of that medicine, and I might want to try it again, but I'm just so scared of spiraling into a depression. He'd have to higher the dose of my other medicine before we even do that, so gosh, I'm just talking this out loud, but it just made me think, like, okay, what is this? Interesting. That did nothing. That did nothing. But, I'm gonna take somewhat of a break for now. Thank you so much to anyone for watching and watching me talking and rambling and things and just going on. I think this is going to be fun, this next run through. The next video I do, I'm not sure if it's going to be another Bloodborne one or an Elden Ring one. It depends on how I feel. But I do want to do a Elden Ring, continue Elden Ring this evening. Like start an Elden Ring videos. But thank you so much to anyone for watching. I really appreciate all of you. I will see you soon. Bye.